Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Abdul Basit, and today I have brought a very interesting topic, and the topic is silent letters in English. And this topic was suggested to me by one of my students, and on that student's suggestion, I thought to make a video. I decided to make a video on this topic. So let's talk about the silent letters in English. Okay, the silent letters are the letters that are not pronounced. Okay, the letters that are not pronounced in the words are called silent letters. If we talk about English language is a very complex language as compared to a few other languages of the world. Okay, uh, and the English language that we have today is the outcome of evolution and development. So there are so many spellings of English language that appear to be deceptive, that prove to be deceptive, because the letters and the sounds do not, there is no compatibility between the letters and the sounds in so many words. So that is why English language becomes very complex. And similarly, since it is the outcome of evolution, there are so many words, there are so many letters or sounds that were pronounced in the past, but now they are not pronounced. So that is why there are so many letters, there are so many sounds that have become silent in English letters. So first of all, we'll talk about the silent letter B. Okay. Well, there are many words in which B is not pronounced. Letter B means the sound B is not pronounced. For example, if you talk about the sounds lamb, calm, numb, okay, limb, and climb, okay, bomb, and there are so many other words like this. And the rule for this is that whenever the sound B follows the letter M, well, whenever the letter B follows the letter M, it will be silent at the end of the word. All right. Uh, Similarly, the letter B is silent in the words doubt and debt. Doubt and debt. Okay. And again, the reason behind is the occurrence of B and T together. Okay, let's talk about these sounds or letters M and B. In fact, if we talk about the phonology of these two letters, these two letters represent two bilabial sounds, that is M and B. Okay, and the assumptions regarding these two sounds is that these two sounds are bilabial sounds and they cannot be produced, they cannot be pronounced together. It is a difficult job to pronounce them together. Therefore, for the ease of speaker, the second sound, the B sound, has been eliminated from these words like lamb, calm, bomb, numb, and climb. Again, in the words doubt and debt, B is silent. Okay, and it is because of the occurrence of B and T sounds together. Again, there is an assumption here that B is a bilabial sound and T is an alveolar sound. And again, it is a little bit difficult to pronounce them together. Therefore, B will be silent when it is followed by T. Okay. So next letter that we have is C, silent letter C. Well, C usually represents two different sounds, k and s. Okay, C is such a letter in English as does not represent its own sound. Okay, it represents two different sounds in English. It becomes silent when it follows the letter S. It becomes silent when it follows the letter S and comes before I, E, or Y. The examples regarding the silent C are science, scepter, muscle, disciple, etc. There are some other examples like conscience, conscious. Okay, well, when uh, S and C occur together and S is followed by C, C letter will be silent. All right, and next example is hack, snack, clock. Well, in these words, C and K are occurring together, they are making a digraph. So we have only the sound of the letter K and C becomes silent here again. Alright, so next letter that we have is the letter E. The letter E. Usually the letter E, when it occurs at the end of a word, is not pronounced. The letter E, when it occurs at the end of a word, is not pronounced. In fact, it serves an important purpose in English. And what is that purpose? When a silent E occurs at the end of a word, the vowel before it makes a long sound. The vowel before it makes a long sound. Well, I am using a word make. Make. Okay, make, make. There is an E at the end of this word, but the vowel sound before it is A. Okay, and the letter A gives a long sound, that is A, make. Okay, and we have some other examples as well: cake, fake, hate, change, age, etc. And similarly, bike, hike, and kite. All right, so here again, in these three words, bike, hike, and kite, the letter I is giving a long sound, not a short sound. I is giving a long vowel sound rather than giving a short vowel sound. Okay, so this is the purpose that the letter E serves in English. Whenever it occurs at the end and it is silent, the vowel before it will be a long vowel. So the next letter that we have is silent letter G. Whenever the letter G is followed by the letter N, the letter G will be silent. The sound that occurs before GN again must be long. The sound that occurs before GN must be long. If there is a short sound, G will not be silent. Take the example of sign and signature. Sign and signature. In sign, the letter G is silent. Why? Because I is giving a long vowel sound. But in signature, I is not giving a long vowel sound, it is giving a short vowel sound. Therefore, G is not silent in the word signature, but it is silent in sign. Well, let's take some other examples as well. Design, resign, align, assign, benign, and foreign, etc. And there is another example, that is the word gnome. 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 Well, G occurs at the beginning of the word, and it is being followed by the word, letter N. Okay. Therefore, it is silent here. Well, this digraph at the beginning of words is very rare in English language, but G will be silent whenever it occurs with the letter N. Okay, either at the beginning or with a long sound before these two letters, G and N. If there is a long sound before these two letters, G will be silent. The next letter, the next silent letter that we have is H. Okay, at the beginning of the words honest, honor, honesty, hour, and ear, the letter H is silent. Sometimes when H occurs with letter C, to make a digraph, it is not pronounced. Okay, for example, the words school, scheme, chemistry, chaos, mechanic, etc. In all these sounds, in all these words, C is silent, and the sound K, C and H both are actually silent, and the sound K is being produced. Okay, mechanic, chemistry, and scheme. Okay, then we have some other words in which H is silent. What, when, where, while, okay, white, why. But the word whole is an exception here. WHOLE, whole. For example, if you say the whole of the world, okay, here whole is an exception, okay, because in that word W is silent. Okay, the next letter that we have is the silent letter K, and it's very interesting. Whenever the letter K precedes the letter N at the beginning of a word, it becomes silent. Whenever the letter K precedes the letter N at the beginning of a word, it becomes silent. Let's take the examples of the words no and new. No and new. In both of these words, the letter K is silent. Then knee, knit, knitting. Okay, night and knife. Well, these are the words in which the letter K was pronounced at the beginning. Okay, but afterwards it became silent prior to the 17th century. Then we have the words knickers, knock, knowledge, and etc. So these are the words in which the letter K is silent. So this was all about today's today's lecture. In this video, I talked about 6 silent letters. There are some other silent letters, but we'll talk about them in the next video. And if you have got any knowledge regarding the silent letters that I have discussed here, you can share your knowledge in the comments below, and you can suggest me anything that comes in your mind in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and please, if you like the video, if you like the content, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you have not done already yet. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care.